So after leaving Cincinnati, I drove about 8 hours through the hills of Appalachia to Charlotte, North Carolina to pick my wife up at the airport. We headed up into the mountains for a friend of ours' wedding, and I brought a powder-coated steel cutout of their last name to be used as a guest book for everybody to sign. It's a new product that I'm putting out, and if you're watching this video in the future, check the cards out for a link to that video. So with the wedding over and the happy couple off to their honeymoon, we were back on the road towards Charlotte. Man, this mountain driving does a number on your brakes, and it's boring, so sometimes you gotta have a little bit of fun.
Let's get take the wheel.
No. Richard, I disagree. There's cars.
Take the wheel.
I had the wheel, but I prefer if you took it. Oh my God. Please stop. Please stop. Please leave me alone. Please don't grab the wheel.
Is that good for you?
No. You're such an asshole.
Well, with that sort of attitude, I'm putting her on a plane and getting on the road for another 5-ish hours to Atlanta, where I met up with a viewer and a fellow CNC plasma guy. Alright guys, I'm here with Bob. Bob's gonna give you a little rundown on some of the stuff he does.
Hey, so like Richard said, my name is Bob Kovacs, and I'm co-owner of Mad Designs LLC. We're on Facebook as Mad Designs LLC and on Instagram as Mad Designs LLC. We do a lot of CNC plasma cut signs, both residential and commercial. Mix it up with a little wood and steel. Pretty much anything you can think of, we're willing to take a shot at. So. And they've got these 6 rooms that they use. I don't know exactly what they use them for, but they want the number 1 through 6. So we came up with these rustic numbers. So they got they're readable from both sides, masked off the center section, so when we stained them, it stayed natural on the inside.
What kind of wood is this?
That's just rough sawn pine.
Yeah.
Got a local sawmill that we buy that from. See, I don't know how they do it. It's just bandsawn, but it gets kind of that curve. Plus, it just gets the rough texture to it. So it kind of takes the stain really nice. But this is just a 4-foot diameter version of their logo. They sent the logo to us in a vector file.
Best kind of customer, right?
This is the best because it takes about 3 seconds to convert it, and it takes about 15 minutes on the table to cut it, and then clean it up, put a clear coat on it, and it's ready to go up in the training room.
All right, perfect. Yeah, that's cool. I love bumping into this sort of stuff. This country's cool. I cannot believe this maker community. I came into Atlanta a day early. I got in touch with Bob, and when I told him that I car camp when I go on these trips, he was like, man, I got a field, stay here. Don't drive to a KOA and pay 20 bucks or whatever. Check this place out. Let's get the skeletons over here from old cutting.
I like that.
You want to see what my accommodations look like? Here you go, I got a big old foam pad. And I basically just throw all my tools in one corner, and I always sleep on my side anyway. So right here, I can stretch out. It's great. So after leaving Bob's place, I headed over to the Georgia Trade School to see what they have going on. I showed up unannounced, and Joanna, the president, was kind enough to show me around. I think we spent about an hour and a half checking out what they've got going on and what they're doing to train up the next generation of guys and gals who are wanting to learn how to weld. And one thing that's big for me on my channel is showing that you can do this, you can start your own business, and if you don't want to go this route, going to a trade school is a great way to do it, or going to trade school first is even better. They've got a bunch of different processes they're teaching and testing apparatuses, and it's just cool to see what's going on. You got all these people who are kind of taking their own future into their own hands, and this school looked like a great place to get that education. And to top it all off, they're kitting out all their students with a great set of tools that'll give them a real leg up as they get started in the industry.
Graduates. Nice.
And after leaving the Georgia Trade School, I headed down into downtown Atlanta to check out Freeside's Makerspace. It was really just another unannounced visit, and it It's a cool place. If you're in Atlanta, you should definitely check it out. Great group of guys. I got a lot going on, and it's somewhere you could learn, you could teach, and you can definitely collaborate on some cool projects. Well, y'all, that was Atlanta. If you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe and check out this whole trip. I'll catch you on the next episode when I'm with Chad from Mancrafting.